Hello, everybody, and welcome to my journaling Bible flip through. So, without further ado, let's begin. I have the NIV version. I have all these tabs. I haven't finished it yet, but yeah, I just wanted to mention that this one was started by one of my friends. And I have an envelope with some post-it sticky notes and stuff like that. Here I have some tabs left, but yeah. And I have like this thing for the technically it's for the school textbooks or notebooks, but yeah, my Bible was falling apart here, so I had to do something with that. So yeah. Here in the table of contents, I just color coded, and the underlined books are the ones that I have read all, like from the beginning till the end. Right now I'm reading through Numbers, and I'm halfway through Matthew. So yeah, here we have alphabetical list, some people of the Bible, parables, events, miracles. Here's some cute washi tape, and yeah, there's some help and guidance, like some verses for when you're afraid, anxious, lonely, praying, troubled, worried, tired, or anything. There's some reading guide. So yeah, here's the beginning of the Old Testament. I don't know why, but I just like writing the titles and names of things in Polish too, like names of the books and Old Testament, New Testament in Polish too. I don't know why I like it. I also made the rainbow as the symbol of covenant, and some cute stickers I have bought. And here is Genesis, or Księga Rodzaju. I have gone through the first chapter like at least 3 times. Once when I was just reading by myself, then with some video in English, and then in Korean. I don't mean that I understood everything from the video, but at least I have tried, and there's some good stuff here. Okay, here these were just my first notes. I wrote this tiny, and yeah, here I did a bit more. There's some genealogies on the sticky notes. It just makes it easier to remember. Here it's not highlighted that much, and here for some reason I decided I want to write the whole genealogy from Noah that I have found on Google. So yeah, there's not a lot, but I like my notes in Genesis. I haven't been using commentaries when reading through Genesis. I started doing this in Exodus, I think, because it was more difficult to understand. Yeah, here you can see I went through this passage at least 2 times. We have something in English and something in Korean. So yeah, there's not a lot of notes. Oh, here I just color coded like who was first, who was the oldest, the youngest, like colors of the rainbow. But then I realized that the colors of the rainbow are not enough. So yeah, here in the end of Genesis, I don't have much notes. Like, I don't know, did I understand everything or was I too confused? Just if there is some blue, these are like my thoughts or on something. I try to color code things, but really I gave up on this at some point. Here the good thing starts, you know. Here, if there is some gray color, I am translating some words into Polish if something is too difficult. Yeah, here I even wrote some explanation. And yeah, here there are the Jewish months, and here are our months, but in Thai. Yeah. Here I try to do some map, and we're getting to the place where I kind of ruined not ruined, but this page is not in the best condition because of that. I wanted to put a lot of notes because it's about the 10 Commandments, but I haven't thought that this would be too heavy for the page to handle. Here, like, I just started adding these things. Here somehow I have so much notes from commentary. I started making these flaps. All the notes here is a bit less notes because I was kinda confused. Here we have Leviticus. In the beginning there is not a lot because I just couldn't understand what I read. There's some journaling, but from around somewhere maybe here, I started like getting what's going on. And on chapter 23, I have spent like an hour and a half reading through this and making all of these notes. Here we have numbers. Just a lot of flaps. It's really recent, so this was probably also too heavy. I just wanted to mark this part, and I have this bookmark with Bible verses from How to Faith Alive. So yeah, in Deuteronomy I don't have anything. In the book of Joshua, only something in the 2nd chapter. And then we get to the book of Ruth. I really like this book. Sorry for the shaking camera. Just like, okay. I just love this book. In 1st Samuel, Kings, Chronicles, I don't have anything yet. In these two, I don't have anything too. But here's the thing. This is the book of Tobit and the book of Judith that I haven't started yet. But these are the Catholic books. And so, like, my Bible in English does not have them. So I read them in Polish on my laptop. But maybe I shall just take the Bible in Polish and read it that way. These notes are for Esther, that is here. And yeah, this verse is really good, just check it out. So here we have the book of Esther. I studied it with Bible study videos, so there is a lot of notes from the videos by Melody Alyssa and Casey Nicole. In Job I don't have any notes. So Psalms, like, I'm not reading them from number 1 to just like whatever I choose, I just open. The whole page is blank, it's like not highlighted, and then something like get ready now. Yeah, there is not much colored or anything, so yeah. Now onto Proverbs. I started reading from the beginning, but like around 7, 8, and 9 I stopped, and then there is something in Proverbs 31, of course. Then I read through Ecclesiastes. I started reading it like in the beginning of the whole Bible study journey, so I could plan the notes differently. But yeah, I liked this book very much. What's going on? Yeah, I got a bit creative. And Song of Songs, let me tell you, I don't know why, but I laughed reading through it. I have tons of notes, many word studies. Some are my own thoughts, some were things from commentary, and recently I started reading through Isaiah. Like the first 3 chapters, I couldn't understand what's going on, but then from chapter 4 it hit me, and like I was this is so like wow. And yeah, the chapter 7 is just gold. What do we have then? What I read also, Amos. Here is the map. Here I try to get creative, but wait for the best. From here, like, I was a bit confused, and then we have Book of Obadiah and another map, the Book of Jonah. It was really good. Then Micah I haven't read, Nahum I haven't read yet, Habakkuk. I really like this page, how it turned out. And then Haggai. It's also nice. And then to the New Testament. Here we have Matthew. Like, I should probably do this also a bit differently, but this is on Matthew 6:33 through 34, and I just love this verse. Yeah, if you think that there's a lot of notes, we're just getting started, okay? Yeah, and here there are notes from sermon. Do I have something in Mark? Oh yeah, maybe just chapter 4. Yeah, then Luke, I started from the beginning, but then there are like, you can see. But get ready for the best. John. These much notes just on chapter 4. It was a lot. Okay, yeah. And of course, John 3:16 had to be special. Also some paper added, like you can see that it was the beginner stage of Bible journaling. Here, like, I was running out of space, but somehow I haven't thought about adding just the whole page of paper, but really good passage. This. So I read through the Gospel of John. Like, I read it all. Here I read a commentary in German. At least I tried to understand. Then this part is from sermon. And here is just like, here's my favorite Bible verse. Korean, Polish, German, and then we continue with English. This. So on Acts, I have only, like, as you can see, few verses. In Romans, I have started like in the 5th chapter in the Bible study video. So yeah. Then 1 Corinthians. let me get into 1 Corinthians 13. Here you have a lot of things, but then boom. Like here there were arrows to some specific words in this part, but yeah, it's just wiped out. In 2 Corinthians I don't have a lot. What do we have here? Oh, Galatians. Here is a colorful madness, but I loved it. And Ephesians 1 is just great passage. Here, like you can see, I was running out of space. Here we have Philippians, the really good book, and Colossians. Let me show you that. I added a whole page, a little flap, and these notes here and here are for 2 verses. Like 1 Thessalonians, I don't have any notes. Then Titus. A lot of word study. Philemon, and I started reading through Hebrews recently. And then James. A very good book, but there is a lot to understand and to remember. A few months ago I started reading some parts in 1 Peter and 1 John, and chapter 1 just blew my mind. And yeah, then we have Jude. All these notes, I'm just like, and get ready guys. I know. Here I just read a tiny part in Revelation. There is table of waves and measures. And as you saw, I have the envelope. And these tabs are for the others Catholic, so-called Catholic books that I'm going to add when I read through them. And yeah, this beautiful illustration. So yeah, as you can see, the spine is falling apart, but I need to find a way to fix it. So as you can see, I love reading my Bible. I love adding some notes that hopefully will be useful in the future. And here, the camera again. Here we have this cute notebook that is a Bible journal and sometimes a prayer journal too. But yeah, not every time I start a new book, but I try to go for it chronologically. Like my English is not co-working with me today, sorry. So yeah, here is Genesis, some quotes, the outline. Here we have Exodus, Leviticus and Numbers. Like I've said, I'm reading from Numbers now. Here we have some Bible journaling. Here is verse memorization. Like remembering verses in English and Polish, of course, is very easy. In Korean, I've managed to remember that, but I'm still learning it in German. And these are in Estonian, in German memorization, Indonesian, Japanese, and Thai. I don't remember them, because maybe because I'm not fluent in those languages yet. And this note I have found on Pinterest, and I just copied it and customized it a bit. Here we have what I started doing since I started watching Bible Study with Me videos by Casey Nicole, and she has this really nice scribe Bible journal, I believe. And there is a section for scripture, observation, application, and prayer. It's quite expensive, and I'm just a teenager, so I have made this here. Here I also tried to memorize John 3:16 in Korean, and I just wrote it from memory. Here we have, what do we have? Colossians, Haggai, Galatians, and Galatians again, outline of Deuteronomy, then Galatians, Jonah, Ephesians. I wrote the verse in Polish and English, and the notes are just a mix. I'm just getting creative. And I also have this Bible dictionary in Polish. It sometimes helps, or just some words explained and the characters. For example, here you have Proverbs book, so the book of Proverbs and Psalms, and just like some basic things. There is a lot. So yeah, that was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and that it gave you some inspiration. I really like showing my Bible in my notes, even though I know that my notes are not perfect. Like, it gives me joy, so yeah. See you in the next video. Bye.